Hello everybody and welcome to a new zoo video. Made a lot of changes to the last zoo list I've posted and I want to get through them a little bit with you. So the biggest change was to cut Sign of Draco. And this is a card that when MH2 came out I thought was kind of a broken card because on turn 2 with a Triumph you get played already. The reality though is that you need an extreme amount of fetch lands to make this work. And sometimes your mana base just doesn't play that way. On turn 1, you want to interact with your opponent. Here you have 16 1-draw, for example. And that just spirals into Sign of Draco getting delayed and eventually eating up a top land. I just don't want to play top land in Constructed if I can. And sure, sometimes Leyline Binding makes you do that, but I'd rather try a route where I don't get to play any Triomes and I don't get to play any Sign of Draco. I replaced that slot with Tishana's Tidebinder, which cost a little bit more mana, but it helps you interact on the curve. So this is a card I wanted to try out, and also because I cut Sign of Draco, I only have two card that triggers Ferocious, so I cut also the Stubborn Isle in the place of Spell Pierce. I've reworked my mana base a little bit. I thought about this for a while last night, and eventually I'm gonna play 14 fetches. This is always what I like to do. And then you have two routes of 5-color mana base you can get. One is, and I think that's gonna be the most sorry, it depends on your Ragavan Nacatl hand, but you can go Temple Garden, Steam Vents, and then a black land of choice between Overgrown Tomb and Blood Crypt. Or you can go Sacred Foundry, Breeding Pool, and then once again one of the black lands, and then you have a Basic Plains. Basic Plains is important here because it is your third white source, and your main colors all have 3 sources, Naya. And you also have Leyline Binding, so if you put in place Blood Moon, you fetch up your basics, and you can go Binding, and you can fetch up a, you can go for the Steam Vents, Overgrown Tomb Plains, and not having to take damage on the third one. So a lot will depend on your fetch lands. I'm playing a variety of fetch lands. Most notably, I cut all the Windswept Teeth. I found Windswept Teeth to be bad because most of the time I get Temple Garden I like to get Temple Garden Steam Vents, and the Windswept Teeth doesn't even get the Blood Crypt, so I decided to cut that one. Also, I cut the Basic Forest as well, taking maybe a bit of more damage, but I think overall it'll be okay. What else in the sideboard? I've replaced the Natural State, Wear Tear with Natural State, but the rest of the sideboard is the same of the one I wrote about for Channel Fireball a few months back at this point. And yeah, that's it. Let's get ready. Hello, Daniel. Let's go. Word of Elmo. How's it going, guys? Alright, Modern League. La Liga. Vamos. Alright, let's go. Jegantha, the Wellspring has been revealed. Okay. This mana base should be, again, think a lot about how you want to sequence things, and I think it's going to be Temple Garden Steam Vents. That is a very common one. You go Temple Garden Steam Vents, Temple Garden Steam Vents, and then, yeah. Wooded Foothills is likely your best fetch land, with Arid Mesa being a close second. And I like to go Temple Garden first in case of like Lava Dart, or if you're on the draw Orc or Brennan 6. Bowmaster hard to play on turn 2, yeah, for sure. Bowmaster harder to play on turn 2. Okay, I don't have Stomping Ground, so I can't double Nacatl this turn. Again, this deck takes a lot of damage by itself. It is what it is. Okay. Let's see what Walker. Your Grief. Okay. You can check out my Modern Power rankings to see more about Modern. On the Chan Fireball YouTube channel. Okay, Territorial Kavu. I think I just ignore what's going on here. There isn't Fury Scam anymore, so I'm just playing Threat and Attack. You're at 10, I have 10 damage in play. Like in a game like this, if one of my fetchland was a Triumph, it would have been, I mean, it would have definitely slowed me down. Granted, I kind of wasted a mana on the Spell Pierce, but yeah, maybe. Maybe in this particular game it really didn't matter. When is a 9? They're dead on board, so. I mean, they know about this. Yeah, you have to play Nacatl post-combat. No? You don't want to play Nacatl post-combat? Okay. That's... Got a card if you draw a card. And then I'll go bind in. Here, and I have 10 damage. Oh wow, Spell Pierce. Man. That was a difficult one. that was a difficult one too. Alright, so the opponent is on the Redux strategy of never conceding, because your opponent might mess up. It's okay. Still very dead, very dead. I mean, and without Fury, it's impossible for them to come back from this spot. All right. Hmm. Definitely want to cut the spell pierce. I might bring in one unlicensed hers. It's not great. Maybe I'm okay with just like one copy of spell pierce. What about Ragavan on the draw? How good it is. Not great. In natural state, it's okay. King's Blood one kills Fable, but Mulligan, it's a one-lander. Keep, it's a two-lander. All bottom probably is Tidebinder. Hello. Our opponent is on 7, okay. Okay, I just want to go probably the Temple, yeah, Temple Garden. Temple Garden Nacatl, and this one can get me Steam Vents or Blood Crypt or Plains. Why not Ragavan? Yeah. There's not that many good options in this sideboard. It's more for combo decks. Maybe it's a mistake. Should have more, like, Fable of the Mirror Breaker in the sideboard, maybe. Whoa, 61 months. So much. Thank you, Der Volgmeister. And welcome, welcome, my friend. Always a pleasure to see you here. Thank you. I'm gonna go Stevens untapped. Could have been Blood Crypt considering that I don't have that many blue cards. And I just don't think I can play this Ragavan, so I have to pass here. I'm gonna bold this now. Before they can have Undying Evil. Sands are very good in this deck. Okay. That's fine. I can't play Binding. Binding costs 2 most of the time in this configuration. Unless, of course, you got a third land. Oh, they don't go Blood Moon. If they do, it's over, unfortunately. I'll play this Ragavan. 61 months. Ever since the first one, thank you. And Happy New Year to you too, yes. Okay. Opponent discards. I don't feel like I'm winning this one. This one I feel very, very behind. They discard just a land. I hope this is just Shieldred. Oh, it's Grief, okay. Oh no, wait, a very, very fair curve of Orc, Fable, Grief. Yeah, in the hindsight, I think it was better to get Blood Crypt here instead of Steam Vents. Just attacking with this and playing a new Nacatl. If I had a Triume in this deck, I would have gone probably just 5 color on turn 2 with the 2 fetchings I drew, and now could have like pinged that at a much better game. I mean, you can also not play this, but I feel like it's a really good card that, you know, if your deck has lands for it, you should play it. Right. I'll try and attack now. Offering the trade Ragavan for Orc Army. I don't think they have Orc, because they played Grief when I had Ragavan in play. Yeah, that's why I attacked. But again, like, they could, like, we'll see. I think it was important to attack now with this. They need to push in damage. But they have 4 cards, and they only discarded 1 earlier, so they probably have, like, Terminates and Push, Bolt, you know, stuff like that. Is that Kolaghan's command? Looks like it. What do you do with it? Return Orc? Discard a card, deal 2 damage. Sure. They probably brought this in to kill the Sign of Draco. Okay, so now I could go ahead and binding the Fable. What if I play Nishoba Brawler though? Like I don't think they have removal spell, but maybe they. You know what they could add? They could have Shieldred, and they could like copy Grief plus Shieldred. Without a fifth mana, they can't do that, and they missed the land drop earlier. I think I'm gonna play Nishoba Brawler. Also, the Iron Full Domain makes this a 4-3 and not a 5-3. A 5-3 trades with Shieldred, a 4-3 doesn't, so that's a big deal. So whenever you are making like big changes to decks, you always have to think about the bad sides, like what happened with your change. What would have been different in this game? And a lot of things would have been different. Mostly that I could have been able to cast Orc, and so on and so forth. So that's important. Okay, Molten Collapse. Sure. And now they can copy Grief, discard my Binding. They can do that end of step, like in their turn, so that the Grief can block. And that's the best way to do it. No, they made me discard a card. They didn't return the Orc. They do it now, but this doesn't seem right. So you have to trade the Grief. Yeah, no, they should have done it at end of turn. Remember, if you do end of turn, this thing remains my turn. I should attack with this instead. Unfortunately, I don't draw anything relevant there, but that's okay. I have Jegantha, but I'll let it sit there. It's not a game for Jegantha. Wow, you just had to go to 3. That's crazy. How do you go to 3 there? Oh, probably did. Yeah, they knew about Binding in end. They how did they know about? Oh yeah, they played Grief earlier. Yeah. Probably dead now. Not to that one. Well, with the good old no attack, no blocks with Grief to, option to die to Bolt or not kill me this turn. I think if I should fetch or not. Does one life matter? I don't think so. So I'm just fetching. Alright, so we kill them with Bolt. We don't kill them with Treble Flames because they're gonna copy the Grief in upkeep. In draw step, sorry. Oh wow, I did draw Bolt. That's nice. Alright. Opponent gave us one turn window to win, and thankfully the deck gave it to us. So yeah. Lucky? I don't know if I would say this luck. Like, honestly, you definitely stand up from the table and feel like you're lucky, but the reality is that your opponent just gave you the window to win. So sure, you can say you're lucky, but there's a lot of decisions that involve a game of Magic, and I don't know. I feel like, I mean, obviously, yeah, if I didn't draw both, I would have lost. So yeah. No, I think the biggest thing is you can't not attack and not block. So that's one of the rule of just limited. If your creature doesn't attack, it means that it blocks. So if you're thinking in your combat phase, I'm attacking or not? No, pass. Then your opponent attacks and you don't block, then you made a mistake. And it's okay to realize the mistake and change. But it shouldn't happen too often. Alright, let's go. Round number 2. Keep. Alright, let's think about the best mana base here. I think we could go for the one with the basic planes. That is Steam Vents Overgrown Tomb Planes. Steam Vents Overgrown Tomb Planes. I think it's the best one with the basic planes to not take damage. So Steam Vents Overgrown Tomb Planes. Steam Vents Overgrown Tomb Planes. Alright, I'll bot Steam Vents Overgrown Tomb Planes. I'll bot Marsh Flats. Let's go. Steam Vents Overgrown Tomb Planes. Was Demigod of Revenge ever playable in Modern? I remember PT Austin 2009. Someone played it. Okay, opponent goes Grief, pitch Grief. A friend once told you, if you forgot to attack last turn, you should block so it doesn't look stupid. Well, it's not like that, but yeah, sure. I can get behind that one. Okay, so here we don't have a Triumph, and this is where, you'd love to draw a Triumph. But, you play 16 1-drop, so you should be able to draw a, should be able to draw a Triumph. Sorry, I meant to say a turn 1 play. Alright. Yeah, once again, Overgrown Tomb is the one. Steam Vents, Overgrown Tomb, Plains. What did you pitch? Okay. Do I want to return Jegantha here? I think it's a cool spot to do so, yes. Next turn I may draw 2-drop and a double spell. Or not. Land go. Enduranza. Okay. Jegantha is big, and it's... Oh, wow, they don't... Oh, because they have Tarmogoyf in their deck. No, Thoughtseize. I should prefer you discard a work than Jegantha. Yeah, you have to take Jegantha. Yeah, I mean, of course there's exceptions. Every rule is an exception. But if you start thinking about the exception, that's where you make mistakes. You shouldn't think about the exception when you play Magic. All right, I have nothing. So let's see. One is not blocks. Thoughtseize? Dothy, okay. Allora, cosa prendo? Prendo blu-verde. Oh, un bello spell pierce. E tutti a casa. Alright, I got a 2 life, mostly dead to anything. What do you think is more powerful, Rug or White? I think Rug is more powerful, yeah. I like Rug. I think Questing Druid is a really powerful card. Wish I drew Kavu earlier, but that's okay. Don't build Summer. Yeah, probably. Because I'm taking out a lot of blue cards. I can take out all of the blue cards. You don't know if the hype is real or not about prowess. It's modern. It's all about fashion or hype. No one actually has any numbers or anything. We just play. We just fool ourselves thinking there's enough data to anything, but there never is. Alright. Unfortunately, this is the flaws of the deck. Sometimes you draw 2 lands, 5 spells, but you have to mulligan. Because they don't have fetch lands. Alright, here's Breeding Pool, which is terrible. But the Marsh Flats can get me what? I think I'm gonna keep and bottom work, so I don't have to worry about it, and I can go Nacatl into Sacred Foundry, and then I have all the mana to cast my spells. Yeah. Thoughtseize? Explosives on 1. Wow. Va bene. That's okay. I can get Overgrown Tomb. In this deck you definitely don't just brainless play lands. I should have definitely thought more about that for a while. Because I should have gotten. I guess I couldn't have gotten Sacred Foundry with Misty Rainforest. So easy. It was actually the right play because this one can get Overgrown Tomb. With this deck, you should really think a lot. If you play paper, you should really think a lot not to cheat as well, because it is not. It is not an intuitive deck. Like in the sense that you actually like all your fetches have lands that they can't get. If you actually next level, if you play against Zoo, you should always make sure your opponent lands are correct. Do I rank burn than prowess? It really is easy. You should just check it out. I spent a lot of time making it. I know that you're here, so I let's ask Mango without checking. Yes, I put it higher, but I'd love you to check it out. Allora, do I want to cast a Ragavan here? Oh, you guys want a link direct? Ma pensate, pure link diretto. E va bene. Let's go for the direct link for Twitch chat. Here I am. Allora, dov'è? Channel Fireball, video, this one.
Rankings, modern format.
Eccolo lì. To. Adcom, rankings, e via. Exclamation mark rankings. To. Bam, there it is. Let's go back here. So I have a Ragavan, and it kind of sucks. I'm just passing here. If you make a command, I'll sub. What? What does that mean? Like, vomit. Please don't sub. No. Swamp exclusive for 1. See. End of turn. I'll get a Overgrown to tapped. Untap draw. Okay. Now, opponent has explosive. I'm just gonna loot away. Look. What if I go dash Ragavan here? And attack. I knew it. I knew it, that you wouldn't have taken 5 damage. That's why I played this Ragavan dashed. Because I expect my opponent to kill the Kavu and not the Ragavan there. Not dead after all. I pass. Because you could go 4 mana Grief, but there's no way I can double Tribal Flames anyway, so I pass. Is Blue White Spirit still playable in Modern? Anything is playable, as long as you own the card and you own money to enter a FIA tournament. And as long as you have the... don't have any banned cards. GG. Ho sbagliato. Porca Eva, I was supposed to play... I was supposed to play Orc end of turn. That was lethal. Vabbè. Allora, let's go back here. Cedric! Hello, Cedric. How's it going? Allora, let's go for a binding on Sheoldred. And then... do I want to dash Ragavan? Yes. Kind of a random sequence in here. I hope it doesn't matter. Tarmogoyf, I wish I didn't Trouble Flames. Also wish you didn't have Grief, because then if you have done a Grief, you discard this, and I don't have Lethal anymore. The line was Orc end of turn, you go to 10, and then I burn you out. When they tapped out for Sheoldred, I figured it out, but I just didn't execute it. Oh, wow. If you kill this... Oh, you don't? That's nice. Oh, I guess because I have I have Ragavan. Makes sense. Oh, they said it in Fulminator Mage though. Okay, let's hope not to punt that much anymore. Capoeira loves explosives. If I take out Tishana, I don't have to worry about blue mana. I can even side out a blue land. 20 land on the draw. Problem is that there isn't that much to side in. That's the problem. If I was playing a Scam, Natural State is mildly playable, but I think my current sideboard is just bad. I mean, I can have explosives to kill a Tarmogoyf, but it doesn't seem great, so I just submit this. Any other decks I plan on playing today? Yes, I plan on playing Mono Black Coffers, which I really hope not to play against with this deck. Wellander. I didn't side out a land. TMT Luca, buon anno, 20 months. Thank you, Pivo, buongiorno. Alright, we're basically playing a timeless deck. No, it's the opposite. They're playing a modern deck, remember. So this is a 2-land and... Also, how is this a timeless deck? In timeless, you have Dark Ritual and Necro Legal. Alright. Should I mulligan or should I keep? I have Sacred Foundry chained to the rocks. Look, let's stick by the rules and mulligan. Va bene, keep. A third land gives me the third color, and since I drew Tishana, I actually need it. I can do without black. Alright, I'll bottom this, but we'll see. So I can get Temple Garden and either Blood Crypt or Steam Vents. So, once again, let's do the basic one. So, Steam Vents, Overgrown Tomb, Plains. Although I can't go Overgrown Tomb, Nacatl, because then it dies to Orc. So I should actually go Temple Garden here. So let's go Temple Garden, Temple Garden, Temple Garden. Allora, cosa c'ho? Temple Garden, Steam Vents, Overgrown Tomb. Okay, Temple Garden. Temple Garden for sure. Timeless Zoo. Timeless Zoo. It's a good name though, Timeless Zoo. Oh wow. They evoke an endurance. That's unexpected. This was very good in Timeless. My pensate, I would have never guessed it. Wow, you don't have a second land. I kept a Wallander. I think I'm gonna go Binding here. It's not mana efficient, but I don't want them to discard my Binding next turn. I get to 9 already. Next turn, let's try and not take damage. I actually played a wrong land here. Because this one, I was supposed to play this Steam Vents, because now I can't get black mana. Okay. But yeah. Again, always focused on your lands. Yeah, or Blood Crypt. There's only 2 Flooded. There's only 2 Flooded Strand. Yeah, I was like, wait, there's not 2 Flooded Strand? Okay. If I fetched differently, this would have been a 5-3. I made a mistake in fetching. Beep. What do you think of Tarmogoyf over Brawler? You like that it blocks your rhinos. That's a good point. It could be. It could be correct. Alright, I'll fetch Sacred Foundry. Again, I don't have black mana. That was a mistake I made. It's gonna be a costly mistake too. Trample. I wonder what they do here. Okay. Okay. So trample. You go to 2. Now I'll put a screenshot because people may not know how this works. Actually, it probably doesn't matter since you don't even see it. But yeah, Tishana can counter the disability. And this is GG. Alright, didn't play my best, but thankfully my opponent stumbled on one land. Right. Round number 3. Very fast. Yeah, we don't have any Triomes. Okay, now we can sequence this. Overgrown Tomb Steam Vents Plains. Overgrown Tomb Steam Vents Plains. Yes, that's good. Okay, so this is a type of hand where not having a Triume is great. Despota. Thank you, Despota. Welcome for the 6th month. Not play Ragavan and stifle the Orc. No, I mean, sure, maybe, but yeah. I mean, I thought that inside I knew they had Orc, but yeah. Overgrown Tomb, we'll see. We'll see. But Despota, thank you. You made yourself a Tortellino badge. Plains from Reservoir Drazi. Ether Biol, okay. We could also go... We could also go just Sacred Foundry. It's probably best to go Sacred Foundry. Deal more damage. Like, I'm on the play. I don't care about my life total. I'll care about yours. That was a sequence in case I wanted to save life, but I don't think I need to save life. So I'll go over Overgrown Tomb, Sacred Foundry. And then we can go Steam Vents or Braiding Pool, it doesn't matter. Oh, why this picture doesn't load. Isn't it so weird? Like, everything else loaded for like 1 hour, and now I get to play against this Plains from Reservoir Drazi, which picture loads when it's biggered, embiggened, but not when it's small. Que figada. Alright, 2 mana Stoneforge Mystic, C. Aldra completa, C. Tap with all, and then I'll fetch up a Stevens untapped and pass to do 1 more damage with the Brawler. Steam Vents untapped and pass. So you take 8 down to 9. And if they violate the Stoneforge, I can just Tishana the what's it called, living weapon, so that they don't get any token, but they have Cauldron in play. Or I can also not even do that. I can just counter the Stoneforge. But yeah, so like for example, in a hand like this, if I had Sign of Draco, it would be awful. If I had a Triumph, it would be awful. And this is why I decided to cut them all. Then obviously there's games where it's not the case, but in a game like this where I go 1, 2, 3, or even 1, 2, 2, and 1, it's much better to have all untapped land and, not having to, our mana base, having to revolve around getting a Triumph on turn 1. They have a Kadra without an ability. You are right. The Tishana removes all the ability from Kadra. I was only thinking about the Stifle, but Tishana has more text. It says if an ability on artifact creature planeswalker countered this way, you lose all abilities. Yep. I think the game is not gonna last that long, but Is Dig Duck Fade and 0-7 list? You mean my opponents? I don't know. It seems a human deck with Saga. I don't know actually. Oh, ours. No, I built this list tonight in my bed. Actually, I built the cards, the spells yesterday, but I didn't build the mana base. And yeah, the mana base was built tonight in my sleep. Actually, in the phase before sleep. When is playing Reflector Mage here, I think. See? I think I like to Tishana that. It'll remove a Reflector Mage's ability. 2 blue sources. Well, I have 16 blue sources, I count. I don't count 2. It's a it's a power of fetch lands. But all hoping you don't have Tyler's Lieutenant. I guess even if you do, it's not the end of the world. Oh, the end of the world. Alright, let me think about this now. Because I can Orcish Bowmaster the Lieutenant before you block it. I think I'll let you block. We'll set the down. It's 7 damage. Seven damage it is. 4-3-7. I say okay to this, and then an Orcish Bowmaster kill the Reflector. So they stay at 2 life. And then I go... And then I go... Nishoba Brawler. I don't care that you did it on a spell pierce up. And what's a disastrous thing you can do? I don't know, but it has to be so good. Like, you probably have to kill me with some, like, Colossus Hammer or something. Hope you don't have in that deck. Do I have a pet card from Legacy that I would like to see printed in Modern? My pet card in Legacy used to be Baleful Strix, although they printed Orc, and now it's unplayable in Legacy. It's probably also not playable in Modern, but I guess they could reprint it in Modern just to see if can hold up the things. Caldric Keep Shadow Spear seems bad. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Shadow Spear Caldric Keep. But like it's not that I could have done anything to that. So I would say my answer there is the Baleful Strix. Also, like they have a 6/6. They get an 8. They're still like super dead. Like they need something else, which they can. But again, me keeping up spell pierce doesn't save me from this. Hope they draw 2 cards there. Hope they cast Ancestral Recall on them. It's not gonna happen. I'm at 10 life. I took all the damage by myself. I wouldn't mind drawing a Lightning Bolt or Trouble Flames. Bolt. Dio chiaro che culo. Alright, let's just attack here. Because I'm lethal, right? You block this, you get an 8, that's, yeah. And then when they tap the Vial, I bolt you. They could have Solitude, but... Wasted it one time? No, this game, I could have easily lost it. Like, imagine they have, like, Reflector Mage now. Okay, they don't have it. Seems like they're dead. It seems like they're dead. Maybe I was supposed to bolt before first strike. I was just worried, but yeah. I think I risked it. Anyway. The second time in a row that I'm dead and I top deck bolt, by the way. I'm not dead. I had the win without it, so what am I talking about? Alright, yeah, this seems alright. Let's go. Bold the Brawler. Ooh. Bold the Brawler was nice. Okay, so my mana base here should be the simple Temporal God and Steam Vents. But let's see, maybe I have to play Bolt if they go like land I don't know, something. No, that's the Vial. Vial very good. Vial very good. Okay. There's also the world where I go Overgrown Tomb, Steam Vents Plains, to not take 2 damage. Can they play Orcish Bowmaster in that deck? Unlikely, but you can never rule it out. So I'm still gonna stick to the original one, Temple Garden here. Let's just stick to the classic Temple Garden Steam Vents. Yeah, no way to have Bowmaster. I know, but people are... I mean, it's a league. You don't have to follow any rules as long as you have few fetches. Alright, so here I could... probably was better to go Sacred Foundry, actually, because on turn 2 I had nothing to do. Yeah. Now, do I want to play... No, I just don't do anything here. I just pass and get a tap land. I missed the point, but I just don't know if I want to play a tap land or untapped, and I think that's... This is not a match where I want to trade 2 life for 1. But yeah, if I went Sacred... I couldn't go Sacred Foundry Nacatl. What am I talking about? What if I went... Oh, I don't have Stomping Ground. Alright, then it's perfect. Played alright. See... This one I'd love to stifle, the second chapter of Saga. This is Reflector Mage. And Reflector Mage. I don't feel like bolting it. If I bolt Reflector Maging and they go Ties Lieutenant, I feel like a stupid. Although they have 6th. So I'm gonna do it now. Untap. That's enough land, deck. Can you please give me a non-land? Alright, now, let's see what they do end of turn. But if they don't do anything, I'm just gonna stifle the Tishana... we're gonna stifle the Tishana chapter there. How can you tell they have 6th? Guess it's experience. If your fetch goes too fast. Now you stifle this, and this saga will not learn the ability to make construct ever. Why don't Tidebinder Vial? Well, I think I'd rather stop the constructs. I'm 13 to 17. It's not a game where Vial... I mean, Vials obviously can be very good, but yeah. Okay, so we stop the ability of Saga to learn this mechanic. This means that Saga doesn't die or anything. It just stays in play, but just with the first and the third chapter. The opponent's trying to see how this interaction works, and yes, you can't make construct. No, Tidebinder doesn't say land or enchantment. It just says artifact, creature, or planeswalker. So the saga continues forever. Opponent's trying to Solitude Tidebinder to see what happens, but you still cannot make construct, opponent. Your Solitude was not a good play there. I've made articles and tweet about this interaction. I know that you obviously can't follow everything I do, but yeah, the Solitude was wasted. And we will not be unhappy about this. Alright, now, I can get what, Blood Crypt or Overgrown Tomb, but what should I get? I'm gonna go for Blood Crypt. I'll go Nacatl. The opponent's gonna make a construct end of turn, or at least attempt to, but it won't not work because Tishana Tidebinder stifled its ability. So if you're here and watch this whole thing, you've learned a new thing. And also my opponent, you learned a new thing. They may think it's a bug, though. I'm gonna type it in the chat. Buongiorno, Lavo. And I don't care about Vial. I really don't. Okay, I want to stifle this other ability of Saga and it is not a bug. Why would it be a bug? I stifled the second ability. Anyway, let's Tishana Tidebinder stifle the Saga Surge. We played against Rakdos Scam and Golgari Scam. Oh no, a new one. Why stop their second vial? No, they can't. They have Shadow Spear for sure. For sure they have Shadow Spear. They've showed me earlier. And they probably have maybe something else. But yeah, Shadow Spear is good. And also, I just wanted to play this. Because I want to attack. We're going all the way to Tanya. Opponent's playing, I think it's just a white deck. They even have Stoneforge Mystic. Tishana doesn't interact with sagas. It says artifact, creature, or planeswalker. Okay, they drew a spell. What is it? Reflector Mage. Okay. You can bounce the Kavu. Yeah, this saga's gonna be extremely good. I may lose this game now. I want to draw Bolt. Go Binding on the Reflector Mage. Maybe this was wrong though. I'll go Binding on Reflector Mage, and then I want to go. Wait, what's that? That's weird. Binding cannot exile a land, remember. I guess I'm gonna go Binding on Construct now. Not that it matters. And then I want to go Binding on Reflector Mage. Attack for 6, you go to 8. And then... What's that? Yeah, let's go back. So I go Binding on Reflector Mage. Attack for 6, you go to 8. I also play... Oh, wow. I was going to play Kavu, but I can't. Because my opponent Reflector Maged it. But in paper... My friend Judge is in the chat. Nothing would have stopped me from playing Reflector Mage, from playing Kavu. Although, of course, my opponent can say, Mango, you forgot. You forgot this ability. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. You pick it back up. Great poison counter. Alright, they make a construct, can't do anything about it. I think I want to bolt this. Yeah, I played this wrong, by the way. I should have bolted the reflector and then held up binding. I played this very wrong. My opponent attacked me with this. It was terrible. I played this turn terribly. It's just that I thought I was going to play Kavu to block, but I can't. Yeah, I know, I know. I just thought I had a Kavu in play now. That's why I played the way I played. Anyway, I don't have Kavu in play. I will have it next turn though. I'm at 4 already. You're 11. Hmm. So I cancel faccio. I think I'm still attacking, and I guess I'll play Jegantha, just more mana efficient. Should just let my opponent trade Reflector for Tishana, and then I had a removal spell for this. It was very bad, and it's all because I couldn't play this. I was playing I don't know, a brew of theirs. I guess I haven't drawn too many spells this game. Yeah, let's hope it all goes right, because if it doesn't, it's over. I'm dead. GG. Let's see if they have Caldra. All right. I'll take a bathroom break and return for game 3 against humans. Tear Asunder can exile a Cadre complete. Maybe it's better than explosives. Natural state. Maybe it's better than explosives. Yeah, Stubborn Denial isn't great when you only have Nishoba Brawler and Kavu. Maybe you can even cut the Brawler and play Tarmogoyf. Although I like Brawler, there's very few Tarmogoyfs. Sorry, very few Lightning Bolts around. Alright, let's stick to the rules. Only one land, let's mulligan. This is 2 lands, but whenever this deck doesn't draw 2 fetch lands, è una busta. But it is what it is. Keep. Now, what do I bottom? Allora. You want to bottom Brawler, although Brawler is kind of great with Ragavan if it connects. And it's gonna connect, right? How does it not connect? What if I bottom Leyline Binding? I think I really like everything else going on here. I'll go Steam Vents Ragavan. Choo. Pass. Cuarta. Hello. 11 months for you. Thank you so much. Welcome. Cavern of Sauce. Of course, I can go like Solitude. That's the easier way to kill my turn 1 Ragavan. But if they just go like a creature and I go Bolt Attack Plains Brawler, I think it's nice. Of course, wish I didn't bottom anything, but that is how Mulligan works. You're surprised I cut Forest instead of Plains. Well, Plains is there for blood effects. Forest is just to save 2 life, which I don't care. Esper Sentinel, che palle. Va bene, va bene, va bene. I think... Let's see what I draw. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Bolt, no pay. And then attack Plains Brawler. I really hope you don't have a Solitude here. It would be a disaster if you do. Then I just wasted a mana, wasted everything, and I just lose the game. Yeah, GG. I mean, it is what it is. When this deck doesn't draw to fetch land, it is not a modern level deck. And I raised it to 14, but still. Sometimes you draw your non-fetchable cards, your mana base sucks, and you just lose. Like, oh, you shouldn't play Plains. Sure, but I'm sure you have any other lands that don't work with a fetch land, so it just doesn't work. Yeah, it just doesn't work. It is, you know, one of the flaws that keeps this deck in check. It's just non-functioning a certain amount. It's like creativity. It's non-functioning a certain amount of the time because your mana base, and when that happens, you just kind of like give up, and I don't like that. All right. Round number 3. Okay, very good end. OGL. Okay, this is Steam Vents. Yeah, this is perfect mana base. As always, 2 fetch land. The world is easy, but, you know, without 2 fetch land is much harder. Buonanno, Felbin. Yep. Okay. Steam Vents, Ragavan. Although she probably likely won that game too. Kind of punted last match away. See what they do. I hope they don't kill my Ragavan on turn 1. Was that ending? Looks like it's an ending. Alright, let's hope to draw a creature. That'd be very, very important. Creature? Creature? Nice. It's a big brawler. Brawler. Imagine if that brawler was a Scion. I simply couldn't cast it. Okay. Forest. Okay. Nice. Unfortunately, I can't get Blood Crypt, but, you know, it was only 2 Misty Rainforest. Gonna go ahead and grab a Overgrown Tomb untapped. Attack, and then I'm probably passing. Nah. Guess it should have been tapped, but yeah, let's play Kavu. Okay, let's attack face. I'll discard Brawler. No, I guess I discard Kavu. And I'll Treble Flames you. So, in these two matches, you've seen the flaws of playing multiple decks. Like, my opponent took 6 damage from their lands playing a slow deck, and last game, my mana base didn't function. So when people say, oh, everyone plays 5 color, they don't. They probably don't even play Modern if they say that. But outside of that, playing multiple colors, it's a huge flaw. And people are like, oh, why don't we splash Orc in Murktide? No, because one of the strengths of Murktide is that it doesn't take that much damage from their lands. And same thing with Rakdos Scam, you know. Why don't we splash whatever, Iteration? No, because then you take a lot of damage from your lands. And, you know, that's a very big deal. Taking damage from your lands, your mana base doesn't work, and etc. The fewer colors you play, the more solid is your deck. Anyway, I'm playing against control deck. My sideboard doesn't have that much. Yeah, I'm just okay with what I have, I think. What did discard Kavu? Because with any land that would have gone Trouble Flames Brawler. Perfect, 2 fetch lands. I still have too many colors in my hand. Well, actually, one of each. That's amazing. This hand is amazing. One of each color. That's super cool. That's super cool. A rainbow deck. Very nice. Reprieve is mostly for the Cascade decks, which haven't faced. Alright, how do we sequence this? Opponent can easily play Renin 6. Nah, they don't play Renin 6. They don't. Because last turn, they fetched up a dual land that wasn't even red. So I think they just play straight up Bant. So I was going to go for the classic Steam Vents Temple Garden, I think. Steam Vents Temple Garden. This is why this deck requires 2 Triumph. Ma che cazzo dici? 2 Triumph. I have 3 1-drop. You want me to play a Triumph? Allora, Steam Vents Temple Garden abbiamo detto. If I draw no lands, one can get Blood Crypt. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Like, this is really your best land, so you should try to slow roll it as much as you can. This is actually why this deck doesn't want the Triumphs, because you have a million 1-drops. And Triumph isn't always in your deck, ready for you to fetch it. Sometimes you draw it and it's terrible. Oh no, they have red mana. Ok. Va bene. No Brian 6 is good. Alright, let's go Temple Garden and double 1-drop. Go. There's not too many fetching that get me access to black mana. There's even one of them, the Flooded Strand, which doesn't get access to any of the two, which is a big flaw, but unfortunately, I couldn't find a solution to that. Why not dash Ragavan and Nacatl for treasure? You're trading 2 damage for a thing on the battlefield. That's much worse. I'd love to have a thing on the battlefield than 2 damage. Solitude Pitch Omnat. And then I go Brawler. If they go Ring, it's okay. Okay, they go fetch go. Hello, Vicious. Fortunately, I'm not drawing the third land, but that's okay. I can play a 2-mana binding now, which isn't as good as a 1-mana binding, but Yuka Nacatl. Yeah, but like, if you have a hand with 2 Ragavan, you just go fetch and go. So you end up playing, well, Ragavan on turn 2 on the draw. That's, the card is much... Like, the card is good on turn 1. I don't know. I feel like there isn't really a solution. You just gotta... You just have to find the less evil thing. I don't go binding on that. It might go terribly wrong, I know. But it might also go right. You go to 7, fetch on 6. You can play ring. You can play Omnath, Fetchland, ring. A lot of things that can go wrong. And the Brawler is much better than Tarmogoyf in this game, for example. Queen Sharks untapped again. They go to 4. And they pass. Dai Terra. Beat it. That's attack. You have 2 cards in hand, yes. La solitudine. You go to 1. 2 cards in hand. Not afraid of the ring anymore in 1 life. I'm afraid of Omnat. Not afraid of Fetch on the Eater. Is that another Solitude, maybe? Dai, terra, Dio caro, terra! Sì! Sì! Alright, GG. A couple of ways to win. I'm gonna win with Tishana's Tidebinder. I like it better. New card. GG's. GG's. GG's opponent. And let's move to 3 and 1 for the final match. Yeah, Oric is old now. Tidebinder is good. It costs 3 mana. That's a lot. For this game, 3 mana felt like 10. But it had no cards in end, so it didn't matter what it did at the end. Alright, last match. Again, the loss was a punt. Round 2, I forgot that I couldn't recast my Kavu post Reflector Mage. It made a bad attack and bad removal spell. The game 3, my deck didn't work. But outside of that game, I think my deck worked every other game. Just sweet. Alright, perfect. My mana base work. Steamben's Temple Garden. Once again, no Triomes, no Scion, nothing of that. We just want to curve out 1 and 2. Land Ragavan. GG Polmone. Yeah, let's just attack. Very nice. A third land. This deck wants to draw at least 3 lands. Okay, sweet. Ragavan connects. I guess here, you could go Abs and Triumph, Sino Draco, but that's fine. I'm still happy with a Brawler for now. I wonder what they're playing. Temple Garden. What's that? That I don't know. I'm the one playing Jegantha. Is the Amalia combo? Or a champion? An old card. I haven't seen you in a while, Auric Champion. I hope you're good. I wonder if that deck should just be Amalia combo now instead of Heliod Ballista. Amalia combo is a very powerful deck in Pioneer. Although Ballista is banned in Pioneer, so you don't know. Maybe Heliod Ballista is better. Maybe they're both. Yeah, the Pioneer ban list is so obsolete. Modern too. One of my videos of my new YouTube channel will certainly be No Ban List Modern. Spike Feeder. We're building the decks for the first one. The best deck series. But I'm just gonna attack with all and see where this brings us. They may have Solitude. No, they don't have Solitude. Did they block the only one they shouldn't have blocked? I think so. Opponent, let me tell you about this ability called Trample. Back in the days, you could put damage on the stack and then gain 4 life. How good is Spell Pierce? I haven't really played against any deck that Spell Pierce mattered, honestly. I play against Scam Humans, 4-color Omnath, where I guess I never drew Spell Pierce, and now this deck. I mean, that's it sometimes with my content. I like think a lot about a deck, play one league, and then just never play it again, and it is what it is. I just let it die there. But yeah, I think Sup is better. It's better than the other one in Sup and Island, this configuration. Allora. I definitely want Chain to the Rocks. Tear Asunder exiles Heliod and Ballista, so it should be alright. This is also good, probably. What's bad? Ragavan? But maybe. You're excited to play Legacy. What did you buy? Oh yeah, Caracas and Cuba is very good. Very good. Ooh, 2 fetch lands. Mwah! I think I got lucky to always open 2 fetch lands today. It didn't happen like once, I think. Noble Hark. Allora. Noble Hark. Let's just bolt the bird. I'm gonna go and go yeah, I'll go Steam Vents. Steam Vents Bolt. Steam Vents Bolt. Yep. Steam Vents Bolt. Maybe with Flooded Strand was better. Probably doesn't matter, but yeah. You bought Temur Delver. Ooh, that's an expensive deck to buy at the beginning. Best of luck. Very fun. I recently posted a 5 video on my channel, so make sure to check it out. Okay, let's go Temple Guard and Kavu. Okay, I'll attack. Do I want to loot away explosives? Yeah, explosives sucks. Discard a card if you do draw a card. Explosives sucks. Sweet. If you don't block, I'll fetch up an Overgrown Tomb and play double Nacatl. Untapped. And once again, I just used all my mana throughout the whole curve. I guess I didn't use the Steam Vents now, but, you know, it's not that I could have gone Bolt and then now top land, so... Very important to be able to have all on top lands. And I keep on repeating this just in case it wasn't clear. Heliod was one of the best decks right before MH1. Yeah, you definitely the... What's the opposite of a peak? Like, peak is the best modern. For example, what's the best modern? Maybe right before Lord of the Rings? I'd say that, yeah. Through. How do you pronounce that? I'm gonna say Baraba because it's important. I've never seen this word before. Come a vedere. Come è scritto? Through. Rogolo, mangiatoia. Oh, lowest point. How do you say it?
Trough.
Trough. What the?
Trough.
How do you say F?
Trough. 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 Trough.
Trough. Okay. Trough. Okay, so yeah, Heliod Ballista was probably the trough of modern. It's so weird to just say a word I've never. Anyway, Terra attacco para todos, and I don't even want to discard anything. Just attack. Trough. 4 mana. Is that a company? Is that a collected company? Okay. You can also say rock bottom. Ooh, I like that better. Yeah, I'll say rock bottom. Nadir. No, I actually know that word. Nadir is from the... it's the sun. Right? It's like a midday, the sun is a nadir. Attenzione, ma put into play... Auric Champion and Heliod. Heliod è una bella merda. Auric Champion, it's good. So I have to go here. Binding here. E poi ti prendi 8 e altri 5. Bidi bim. Vai, vai. Chumblock time? Wait, I used to remember doing what time is it this Chumblock time. I guess ever since I stopped playing Arena, I don't do that anymore. On Arena, the Chumblock were rampant. Bella, GG. Alright, so this was a clean 4-1, punting the loss. We could call it Nassif Trophy. We could call it a Nassif Trophy. For those of you that know, it's when you don't go 5-0, but the one you lose is a punt. Why did you stop playing Arena? I guess I didn't want to see any Chumblock time anymore. I don't know. Arena... Nassif Trophy is 3-2. I guess it's a Nassif Trophy where we only punted one. I mean, I probably punted a lot. I just didn't get punished. Anyway, yeah. I'll probably never play this Zoo list again. Not because it's bad, but because in order to make my content, I have to change decks all the time. I still think there's a lot to work on in this deck, just like in every modern deck. Almost every modern archetype is underexplored. And, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't change a card, I would say. So far, although you need to test more against Cascade. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope this was a good video. If you're watching YouTube, like, subscribe, leave a comment, blah, blah, blah. If you're watching Twitch, we're coming in hot with another video.